And now it's Boomerlife. Lifestyle ideas designed to make your life more engaging, meaningful, and complete. Celebrating the baby boomer generation, this is Boomerlife with Sterling Fox.
Well, good morning and welcome to Boomer Life here on AM 650. Today we're talking about your health and the importance of a good and healthy night's sleep. In studio with us this morning are the sleep solutions experts, Dave Temlett and Terry Harder from Innovative Sleep Solutions in South Surrey, across from the South Surrey Auto Mall on King George Boulevard. Dave and Terry, welcome back.
Thanks, Sterling.
Thanks, Sterling.
It's good to see you again. What's going on these days at Innovative Sleep Solutions? Besides lots of happy customers getting more sleep than they were expecting to. And we'll talk about some studies we've got about sleep-deprived versus healthy, proper amounts of sleep and what that can do to your metabolism. What's going on around the store these days, Dave?
Well, busy as always. Just came back from doing a home show in Coquitlam.
Oh, right, the Tri-Cities, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was very good. We sold a whack of beds, a couple of adjustable beds, and magnetic therapy mattresses. And I think, Terry, you even had an organic latex, did you not?
Absolutely. Dave, a customer that actually had an adjustable bed and wanted a new mattress for it and ended up taking advantage of our home show special and purchased a healthy, or what we feel is the healthiest mattress on the planet today, and that's our organic, 100% organic certified latex.
Terry, does any bed become an adjustable bed if you put it on an adjustable frame, or are there only specific types of mattresses that really work on an adjustable frame?
Most mattresses work very well on the adjustables that we now carry. We make a point, because we carry the largest selection of adjustable beds, that we make a point of almost every mattress that we have on our floor works very well. Certainly organic latex. We bring in new lines with specific intention to allow it to work very well on the adjustable bed format.
Why do you think it is then that so many people think that an adjustable bed is really a very specific product and only a very few types of them are made, Dave, as opposed to what Terry just said? Virtually everything works if you got the right frame.
Well, most of the product assortment that we carry work. So there's a lot of products out in the marketplace that will not work. Any type of an open coil spring that has an edge wire, that will not work on an adjustable bed. Of course not.
No, right, okay.
So, we focus on the consumer's health, and that's what sets us apart from anybody else. We really do select the best of the best, the healthiest products available, using as Terry mentioned, the certified organic latex foam or the CertiPure memory foam. So it does not emit chemicals or off gases. It's not made from petroleum-based products. They use a plant-based oil instead of an oil from petroleum.
Right.
So again, getting back to the adjustable beds, we probably carry 7 or 8 different models in the store, and we actually sell more adjustable beds in the South Surrey White Rock area than any other retailer, including the big box.
Interesting.
And it is due in part to how we focus our business and the deep selection we have of the bases. And the bases, most of the bases we carry are made by Leggett and Platt out of the United States, so they're not manufactured overseas in China.
Mm-hmm.
And these tend to have a better lifespan. They stand up a lot better. You don't have issues with the motors and burning out and that sort of thing.
Is this the kind that we'd find in hospitals most likely then,
Well,
Dave?
it's the same idea. Those are all manual. They don't they don't use the same mechanisms on them. They're a little bit different, but the bases that we carry, we've got them in all sizes, so even split queen size. So if you're restricted to a small area and you want to have individual bases, individual beds for yourself and your sleeping partner, then a split queen size, you're taking the dimensions of a queen size bed and you're splitting it in half, and not everybody offer that. So a lot of places will try to sell you 2 single adjustables. So you put them side by side. You need 6.5 feet in width.
Right.
So a queen size only 5 feet. So they're harder to find, the bases. We do sell those. We sell the regular twin size and the twin extra long length. We sell the double and double extra long length, split double bases, split queen bases, And of course, put 2 of the twin extra longs together, you've got a king size.
I'm just curious as to what sort of customer would go for the adjustable bed, because clearly you're paying a lot of attention to those consumer needs, Dave. What sort of person typically would use an adjustable bed, and why?
Well, somebody probably 60 up on it would be usually the customer that will buy them these days. Mind you, we are finding that even a younger audience or customer is actually more prone to buying them as they find out the benefits of how they are. You know, people used to think an adjustable bed is for old people, but that's not the case.
Right.
It's for lifestyle. It's for comfort.
Okay. Terry, I want to go back to something you were talking about at the Tri-Cities Home Show recently, where you sold one of those organic latex beds. And this is something that you're particularly keen on. You pay a lot of attention to the chemistry involved with the with the manufacturer of sleep products. And therefore, because but I should probably take just a second here and remind our listeners that between them, Terry and Dave have well over 50 years experience in this business and know it like the back of their hands, literally. And all of those years of experience, Terry, has taught you a lot about chemicals. And Dave mentioned off-gassing, for example, a few minutes ago. These are realities that when those of us off the street start looking for mattresses or replacements for our sleep products, we don't ever think about that. But it's the composition of the mattress, whether it's organic latex or whatever composition. Talk to us about that, about latex, and especially about this business of off-gassing.
Well, the thing about the organic latex and about latex in general, Sterling, is it's antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial. Dust mites won't live in latex, and in particular, as you mentioned, there's no off-gassing whatsoever. It's certified organic latex, so it's been grown. The rubber tree was grown in soil that for 3 years all the chemicals and pesticides and so on were leached out of the soil, and nothing was grown there for 3 years. And then all of a sudden they grew the rubber tree, and that's where the mattress evolved from. Okay. A very clean starting environment. Interestingly enough, the lady that purchased the bed at the show, she already owned an adjustable base, and the reason why, and this is getting back to why we really want to focus on adjustable beds, is because we really concentrate on health. And this lady used a CPAP machine every night.
Oh, she has sleep apnea.
She does.
Okay.
And she used to use a CPAP machine, but it wasn't really serious sleep apnea. And of course, what happened was she was a stomach sleeper. So when she wore the mask, she had a lot of problems. And so the adjustable bed really solved her issue in that she didn't have to use a machine. And I'm not saying that people would stop using their machine, but for her particular needs, it worked very well. It opened up the airways.
Because her head was elevated, right?
Exactly. So it made a lot of sense for her to purchase the organic latex mattress. Gotcha. In conjunction with that, because she does have a lot of breathing problems and so on and so forth. So it's not only important for her to be able to raise her head up at night, but it's also important that she's not breathing in a lot of the things that people breathe in, particularly in a lot of coil mattresses. So people looking for something much more healthier, latex is obviously probably one of the best solutions that there is in the market today.
Dave, is it usually about price if you're going to be worried about these chemicals that are used in the creation and manufacture of sleep products? If it's a lower priced item, is it likely to be something that you should be more concerned about in terms of the releasing of these gases from the chemicals involved in the creation of the mattress in the first place?
Well, often that's the case. Not always, but quite often it is, and especially if it's from products that are made, not a national name brand that you may be familiar with. A lot of products are now imported out of China, and there are no control aspects of making sure the products that are leaving there or coming to North America do have any kind of a designation in terms of healthier foams, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
it doesn't surprise me at all, but it's important that we be reminded of this reality.
Sure, absolutely. The thing is that all the products that we carry, as I mentioned before, we actually select the best of the best. So we do carry mattresses from Sealy, Simmons, Serta, Restonic, and Rennell. And out of those, we select the products that are natural and they don't emit off gases. Not everybody does that. There's
Right.
a lot of products made from those manufacturers I just mentioned that are not CertiPure, and they don't hit our floor.
And so, Terry, it's about the quality control at the intake and into the Innovative Sleep Solutions showroom. It's if it isn't the highest quality, it's not going to even be on the floor.
Exactly, and there's been tests on that, Sterling, where one of these leading manufacturers that we deal with has actually had it. They've taken one of these off-brand manufacturers that offer this foam made in China, and they'll put a bug in a jar with some of their foam, and those bugs are dead within an hour with that foam. And yet, when you put it in the foam that's CertiPure, the bug still lives and continues to thrive. So it really starts to show you what sort of off-gassing and other issues are involved with a lot of this foam that is made offshore.
It's unbelievable.
I was just going to say, it's kind of creepy to think about bugs in the beds at all for all of us, but nonetheless, it's a really good example to use in terms of the chemistry involved here and what can happen.
Absolutely. Well, and we all have dust mites on our bodies as we speak, sitting in here.
Oh.
We have them in our hair, in our eyelashes.
You'll pardon me if I just move away.
So I mean, it doesn't matter where you are. You're gonna have some degree of it. But the great thing with these, especially the organic latex, certified organic latex, is there is nothing for them to feed off of, so they cannot produce in them. They cannot survive in. And that's a huge benefit for anybody that has any kind of a dust mite allergy or certain other allergies that go along with that.
Right. Now, in terms of cost, when we're talking about these certified pure organic latex type products, the really rigid quality control stuff that makes it through to the floor of Innovative Sleep Solutions, how much difference in cost is there between these products that you've just described, Dave, versus something you'd find in a department store?
Well, that's a great question. You take a queen size, for example. We have them on sale right now. Now, keeping in mind, this is certified organic latex, so it's going to be a little in the higher price point compared to other products out there. But when you're looking at the premium top of the line quality products out there, you can find mattresses in the marketplace in excess of $4,000 to $5,000. But the certified latex is going to last longer. It's a better product, and it sells on sale around $2,700,
Wow.
$2,800
Okay.
for the complete set. So, it's a little on the higher side for some people, but compared to other products out there, such as the Sleep Number bed, you're looking at probably somewhere around $4,500 for a Sleep Number bed.
Right.
So, this is a good $1,800 less, and it's better supportive. And not to pick on Sleep Number, because they're a great product. It's just comparing pricing to pricing.
Absolutely, and that was the question. Comparing pricing around the industry, and you get what you pay for is always part of the equation from the consumer. And yet, when we as consumers go out to do any kind of shopping, we're always looking to shave a buck here, catch a deal there. But when it comes time to sleep and sleep products, talk to us about, now, for example, if you're paying a little bit more for one of these certified latex mattresses, for example, Terry,
Yes.
What's the warranty on a product like that versus something you can get for $600 or $700?
Well, for one thing, good question, Sterling. The warranty actually means something. Keep that in mind. It's 25 years, but it's not just a number thrown out by the manufacturer. They stand behind that fully for 12 years, and there's not too many manufacturers that will give you a non-prorated period of 12 years.
Okay.
Other than some of the leading manufacturers, the S brands. And then there's a 13-year prorated period for a total of 25 years. So that is a significant warranty in that the manufacturer knows that for the first 12 years, there's very little likelihood of any sort of issues, and they're quite confident they'll give you another 13 years and still give you some of your money back in the event of a manufacturer's defect.
So it's all clear. You're completely covered for the first 12 years, completely.
Correct.
What, Dave, is the typical life expectancy of a lower-priced department store mattress?
Well, on average, 7 to 8 years seems to be the industry normal these days.
And what sort of warranty do those products come with?
Well, anywhere from a 5 to 10 year warranty is
Okay.
typical.
Okay.
Now, warranty really doesn't have a direct correlation to the rigidity of the product or the lifespan of the product.
Well, and also Terry just said, in this case,
it means something.
It means something.
It does.
So obviously the implication is that in some cases it doesn't mean much.
Well, you know, a lot of the products, especially pillow top mattresses, are quite susceptible to showing body impression. And the manufacturers typically, depending on which one we're talking about, they have to compress at least 1.5 to 2 inches before it's deemed a manufacturing defect. And that usually will happen. The mattresses will compress down over time, and typically about 10% resiliency is lost in the fabric over a short period of time, and it levels off at that.
Mm-hmm.
But we do find that you know, 1.5 inches is very, very astronomical as far as the body impression goes, and it's very seldom the body impression actually gets to 1.5 inches before it's, you know, so the manufacturers, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is they know that it's going to compress about 1 inch, so if it's not 1.5 inches or beyond, it's not covered under the warranty.
Aha, okay. So as usual with warranties, guarantees, etc., you got to break out the microscope and really check out the fine print, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and of course, the other option is just go to Innovative Sleep Solutions down there on King George Boulevard in South Surrey, White Rock, and you don't need the fine print. The guys will tell you what the fine print is, and you can make an informed decision yourself. And the informed consumer is always generally the happier one. Our guests in studio, Dave Temlett and Terry Harder from Innovative Sleep Solutions down there in South Surrey at 3033 King George Boulevard, right across the road from the South Surrey Auto Mall. And we're back with lots more here on Boomerlife right after this.
Canada's only weekly radio show dedicated to the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on AM 650.